Hello everybody, it is I, Chester37, and we are back with some more Pokemon Showdown. This here is actually a battle that I had with one of my friends just a couple minutes ago. I battled and then I decided to go ahead and commentate over it. So he has a team of Gliscor, Keldeo, Greninja, Pinsir, Latias, and Sylveon. Now, I knew he was going to lead off with Greninja, so I decided to lead off with Scarf Keldeo. It's the same team I was using in my last video. Just because my team is very weak to Greninja, I was actually scared when I saw that thing. But then I remembered Keldeo was Scarf, and Keldeo one-shots it. So I went ahead and let off with that, obviously getting the one-shot with the Secret Sword. I was thankful that he did not switch out. And obviously he couldn't tell that I was Scarf after that, so I just replied it fast enough. Now I saw him send out Sylveon, and I was thinking here that he was going to be Specs or something of the sort. I didn't expect him to be defensive. Why? I'm not really sure, but I didn't. So I decided I was going to have to sack something. And I saw that Thundurus looked like he wasn't doing too much this battle. And I figured that if this wasn't an offensive Sylveon, I can probably take a hit and use, say, Taunt, just to make sure he doesn't get off a Wish. But he does get a crit. Not sure if that mattered, because I'm not sure if he was Scarf or whatever he was. But, yes. So let's look. So I decided, Bisharp can just come out here. I use Iron Head. I don't know if I thought he was going to switch out or not, but I think I felt it was my safest play, so I used it. He switched out to Keldeo, which was a good play, but I figured that he probably wouldn't have anything, or I figured that he would be Specs. That's what I figured, and I figured that I could switch out to Latias freely on a Hydro Pump, a Scald, or a Secret Sword. So he uses the Secret Sword like I anticipated. Does 26%, and this is an offensive Latias. It does not have many, if any, HP or special defense investments. But he's not choiced at all. He actually goes for Protect. Not sure why he has Protect on his Keldeo, but he does. So I decide here that I probably don't... Did I switch out on this turn? I think I switched out on this turn. Because I figured that he probably wouldn't want to stay in. Yeah, I did. I switched out to Pinsir. I think I was anticipating him to switch out to Sylveon. But I switched out to Pinsir, and I know here that I am Jolly Mega Pinsir, and from the sets he's been using, I don't think that he's going to be Jolly too. So I go ahead and go for the return, knowing that that'll kill, and that I'm thinking that I can outspeed. So he makes his move. Hurry up, man. Make a move. Okay, yeah. He makes his move. He goes for Quick Attack, which does not kill. It does 74%. It's a hefty amount, but I knew the return would kill, and it does pick up the KO. So I'm in a good position, 5-4 lead, and he doesn't really have too much he can do. Now, I expect him to go for Protect here, thinking that he'll want to get the Toxic Orb up. So I decide I can just go for a Swords Dance. He doesn't go for Protect. He plays me nicely there and goes for the Toxic, which is going to severely limit my life down to about 3 turns. So now I'm expecting him to try to stall me out with Protect again, which he doesn't, actually. He goes for the U-turn. Now, this surprised me why he had U-turn on his Gliscor. That's not very common. But I lived with 13 health. Now that is very lucky for me because I don't die to that. And now I know I'm at +4 Quick Attack. Quick Attack can pick up a kill on anything except for the Gliscor. So I go for that. I didn't go for return because I was obviously not sure what Sylveon was running. So now I'm down 2 Pokemon. He's down 3. I don't know what I want to switch out into here. What would be the safest against his team? But I guess I decide Latias. And this is a really good position for me to be in, because he can't touch me with the Protect. I'm assuming that he doesn't have Icy Wind or anything like that. So I can click Draco Meteor and do a lot of damage to anything. He does switch into Gliscor, which is good for me. It takes me down to 8. He heals back up to 20. And I know that another Draco Meteor can kill, and I can outspeed. So, good. His Gliscor is dead. I don't have to save Keldeo much anymore. Keldeo does help out against his Keldeo, though. So now then, he makes a good play of going out into his Latias, which forces me to either sack my Latias or switch. Now, I'm not comfortable switching here because Lando T is the only thing that can take a hit, and I don't see any point to keeping Latias any further. It can take a hit from Keldeo, but I'm pretty sure I can clean Keldeo up with my Keldeo. So I just decided to go for the Draco Meteor, I think. What I do? Yeah, that's what I do. Just to get a little bit of damage off onto this or whatever he decides to go into. Now, he is going to kill me. I knew he was going to do that. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I don't think I realized he was specially defensive Latias here. But I decided to go on Lando T, just assuming that, I can get off. Actually, I think I thought the U-turn would kill. I don't know why I thought that, but I'm pretty sure I did. I didn't have a plan to do after I went for the U-turn, so I just clicked U-turn, trying to deal some damage. And I do indeed deal damage. I take that Dragon Pulse quite nicely because I am defensive, have HP enough. And I switch into Keldeo here. Now, I did that because I wasn't sure if Bisharp was going to take a Dragon Pulse or not, and I didn't realize that he was specially defensive, and I thought a Hydro could kill, but I missed. And that allows him to get off the roost. And I thought at this point that I had choked, and I thought that I was going to lose the game, especially after saying that the crit Hydro Pump only did 31%. So now I can tell he was specially defensive, and that I should be able to clean him up. I know Lando T can take at least 2 Dragon Pulses, so I decided I can come in and go for Stone Edge to get off damage, and then U-turn to get off more. So I do a nice 32%. Obviously he has a bunch of HP stats, or EVs, I can tell. I live the second one, and go for the U-turn, take him down to 25%, and then go into Bisharp. Now, he heals up to 32, and I figure here that Pursuit's going to be my safest play, because either way I'm going to have to take an attack, and I feel like if he's going to switch, then I might as well kill it. I didn't really predict the switch, but I did decide to go for that, just in case. And he did switch, and I got the kill, which is fortunate for me. So now I send the Keldeo. I decided just to get off damage with Sucker Punch, because there's no point keeping Bisharp. And, it takes him down to 37%, I think is what he's at. And I know from this point that my Keldeo, being Scarf, can outspeed and kill. Because it is modest Scarf Keldeo, 394 attack. Goes for the Protect. Not sure why. Once again, not sure why he has Protect on his Keldeo, but he does. And I'm able to just click Secret Sword here. I went ahead and told him I was Scarf, because, why not? But, clicked Secret Sword, and that cleaned up the game. So, good game, Bruins, and it was fun. I would work on some of my sets, because you had a lot of weird ones, but anyway, GG man, and bye-bye, guys.